The room was quiet when the session began. Senior leaders had cleared their calendars. Phones were away. Laptops were closed. The purpose of the day was clear. Step back. Reflect. Define the next phase of the organisation. The strategy offsite had become an annual ritual. Each year, the team gathered in a quiet location away from the operational noise of the business. Each year, the agenda promised the same outcome: clarity. The belief underneath the event was widely shared. If leaders create enough space, better thinking emerges. So the day began with presentations. Market data, competitive updates, operational summaries. Then discussion. What opportunities are we missing? Where should we invest? What should we stop doing? The conversation was thoughtful, considered, polite even. No one dominated the room. No one shut anyone down. It looked like a healthy executive discussion. And in many ways, it was. But something subtle shaped the tone of the day. By the time the meeting started, most of the real debate had already happened. Informal conversations in the weeks before had aligned positions. Senior leaders knew where each other stood. The offsite was not the moment where strategy was discovered. It was the moment where alignment was displayed. The first signal appeared in the language people used. Phrases like "we all know" began to appear. "As we've already discussed." "The direction seems clear." The room wasn't deciding. It was confirming. Over time, the strategic conversation narrowed. Alternative interpretations of the market were mentioned briefly, then set aside. Riskier proposals were reframed as long-term possibilities rather than immediate options. What remained was a coherent, reasonable plan. No one left the room feeling uncomfortable, which was part of the problem. Strategic inflection points rarely feel comfortable in real time. They require disagreement, friction, visible tension between competing interpretations of the future. The offsite had been designed to produce clarity. And clarity appeared. But the clarity had been shaped long before the conversation began. Months later, when market conditions shifted more dramatically than expected, the leadership team looked back at the strategy day. The data had been there. The possibilities had been mentioned. but the system had already converged. The off-site had not been the place where strategy was formed. It had been the place where convergence became visible. And that's usually where the next problem begins. Nothing here was accidental, but very little was deliberate.